Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is Selina and this is Bank of Me, and it is July officially. And that means it is the third quarter of the year, which seems a little bit crazy to me because the year, I don't know, it was just January. I just made New Year's goals, right? But yeah, the year's flying. So today I want to start a few new savings challenges. And I want to talk a little bit about the $1,000 project by Hannah Campbell. So if you haven't seen it, last week I did a book review because this book was really one of the books that made it possible to reach my goal of becoming a homeowner. As a single woman on a single income without any help or handouts, not so easy, but you can do everything if you just break the goal down into little chunks. And you just work away at it and you don't think about the bigger goal actually, because sometimes that can be really, really frustrating when you see this mountain in front of you and you just simply can't fathom climbing up on that mountain. But if you just take one step at a time, different story. It's crazy. Anyway, so this is the book and I'm going to start actually two savings challenges based on this save up $1,000 or euros and just focus on that goal and nothing else till you're done. And that's one parcel. You put this away, then you focus on your next goal, 1,000, etc., etc. So that's one. But I also have my usual, I should say, annual savings challenges. So let's begin with them. So let me put this aside and I'm going to start with that. And then I have a little bit of happy mail to share as well, which is always fun. So I have a bit of money already counted out. This is 385. Oh, move this actually. Yes, let me move this here. Okay. And the tens and fivers. And then I do have some coins as well. In Europe, we don't have anything lower than a €5 note. Everything else is in coins. So that's what we're working with. So the first few challenges here are all by Nicola at the Frugal Cottage. So if you don't know her channel, check her out one step at a time. And I really like them because they are very doable. They're small enough, but they are still adding up. So this binder will be adding up to just over 2,000 euros or pounds or dollars when you're finished. So today I would like to put a little bit extra if I can. So the first one is the Fiver Fridays. So what I'll do, I will color in 2. And then what I really want to do is get ahead for December, because ideally I would like to fill in the December already. So, when Christmas is around, you don't have to worry about this anymore. This is already fully funded. So I would like to put in 15 today. 10, 15. So I'm going to color in the 3rd of July and the 10th. And then I'm going to go with the 25th. There you go. Excellent. So that will help when money could be tight or you're overspending at the end of the year, which of course nobody wants to do, but it can happen. So let's make life easier for our future self. The next one is Tenner Tuesdays. Oh, I didn't put the money. Look at that. Can't have that. So that was 15. Okay, great. Now the next one is Tenner Tuesdays. So again, similar. I would like to put in a little bit extra. So let's see. I'm going to put in 30. Okay. And I will color in because I'm a bit behind here, I see. The 30th of June and the 7th of July. And then I will color in the 29th of December. It's a bit crazy to think about those dates, to be honest, but we all know it's flying, and before you know it, it's already December. So that's the Tanner Tuesday. This one alone saves you 520. And then we have the 52-week challenge here. I don't think I can go and put in extra yet this week, but I can just keep on track. So I'd like to put in 55, which should be week 27 and week 28. Yes, 55. So this is a really classic challenge, the 52-week challenge. And I must say I have actually dismissed this in the past, thinking, oh, it's not enough, I can do better, let's do something better, let's just forget about this one. And guess what? I didn't do any better. So I have learned my lesson, and I'm going to stick with the small challenges. It all adds up and it's all worth something. It's better than thinking you're going to do something bigger and then not doing it. That's that. So that's the first one I'd like to do today. Next we have another annual challenge, which is by, oops, sorry for the wobble, which is by Little Potato Saver, and it's a 3K savings challenge. And today I just like to put in whatever we have for July. So I had to skip quite a few parts. I think in May I only did part. June I skipped because I had another goal. So I'm not going to catch up with this one today, but I will. But I will just continue with the July for now. So week 1 has 30 and week 2 is 60. So that's 90. So let's put in 90 and get on with this month. And then hopefully in the next few weeks I can go back to the July and fill that in as well. To the June. I think May has something missing as well. That's great. Okay, so that's July, and you can see what I have. I have not really completed May. I haven't really done June at all, and July I'm starting now again. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's just keep going. I'll get back to this one for sure. So that was the other annual savings challenge. Now, in my last cash stuffing, I managed to reach my Q2 goals, which was 1, save up an emergency fund of 1,000, like a baby emergency fund for general things, and the other one, a 1,000 emergency fund for my home. So I'd like to continue actually with those two. So I have 2 separate binders for these, but I also want to do a few more savings challenges. So let me see. So first of all, let me do a little binder refresh. So this is my 80s binder, which I love. And in it we have a few savings challenges. And I had completed, of course, the last few. So therefore we have a placeholder in here, and there's just 2 savings challenges in here that just continue. But I have a few new ones I really want to add. So let me see. So I have some happy mail I want to open, and I have a few other ones. So I have a new one by, I don't remember, Ali Bear Saves, I think. I will link it in the description. So this one is from Etsy, and I don't know if you know these guys. They are I think they're called Wuzzles. So they were an 80s toy. Let me know if you had them or remember them. And they were a mix of 2 different animals. For example, I don't know if it might have been an elephant and a butterfly, or a lion and a bumblebee. stuff like that. So they were lovely. So I remember them. I had one, and this is either roll and save, or you can just give make each icon whatever number you want. So I'd like to put this in here and get started on them. Well, maybe not today, but set it up anyway. So that's the first 80s themed. So this one is all 80s and 90s themed, I would say. Then I have a lovely new one, the Peanuts Challenge, and that's by Cajun Girl Creates, also from Etsy, and it's a save 50. So that can go in here. And this binder is for the general emergency fund. So it's my baby emergency fund, which I like to keep topped up, because the nature of this emergency fund is that you have to dip in sometimes, of course. So what can you do? So I'd like to just continue putting a little bit in there. Next, I want to add a Tweety challenge. This is by the Blessed Daisy Budgets, and it was a freebie, really sweet. And there's also a color and save at the back. So this one is a scratch off, save 55. So I'm gonna add this. Great. And the last one is by Donna, powered by creativity. It's an Alice in Wonderland challenge. So I just leave that there. And then I have some happy mail, so I can add some more challenges in here, because I really wanted a little bit of a refresh. So I've already opened some of it, but not all of it. So this is by BlancasBudget, and her shop is on Etsy, and she's based in Spain. So if you're in Europe, this might be one for you to check out. And I love the packaging. It's always so nicely wrapped. So we have another 80s themed challenge, which is the Care Bears. So I'm sure you remember the Care Bears. So there are 4 different ones. And I hope you can see this. And that's an A5. Sometimes I feel like him. Grumpy Bear, Savings Challenge, and Funshine Bear. And it comes with a little sleeve. And then there's another one, a Popples Savings Challenge. I don't actually remember the Popples. Maybe that was a 90s toy. Let me know if you remember them. I just remember the Care Bears and the Wuzzles. And then what else do we have? I think that's a dice. Let's have a look. You can never have enough dice. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely bag, lovely packaging, like mermaid scales. And that's the little pink transparent dice. Lovely. And it always gives you 4. No. Excellent. So that's lovely. And then she had some freebies. Really nice. Let me see. Where do you open that? Here. This one I haven't opened. But I had to check out the rest. Can't help it. So let's see. Your order made my day. Yes, and this package definitely made my day. That's so sweet. And there's a little bow you can attach to something, and a little clip. And another mini savings challenge. Another paper clip. Oh, I love them actually. They're very nice. And more bows. Oh, that's very nice. Stickers. Thank you so much. That is lovely. Very nice. So let me move this aside so I can put these in. Let's see. doing well, and you're probably all already heavily saving for Christmas, which I will do today as well, because Christmas in July is something I definitely wanted to do. So here we go. And today I don't want to put in too much in here. I'll just put, I think, 10 euros into this emergency binder, because I just finished the challenge last time. So there are a few other things, but I will keep going with this one. And I think this Popples savings challenge I just put in the bag and use in the future. Lovely. Okay, now the one I can do already. That's the 80s Save 2026 challenge by Budget with Mama Bear. So let's see. I want to put in 10 today. So 10. And I can color one in. Yeah, this will, I'm not lying, I'm not going to lie. This is going to take a while now at this rate, but we get there. That's okay. I am in no rush. I might finish this year, or I might not. I'll just continue. Great. So that's the 80s challenge book. Okay. So that's one emergency binder. The other emergency binder was the home emergency binder, and I would like to start a new challenge there as well. And I got this gorgeous Home Sweet Home challenge. That's by Savings Creations Co. on Etsy, and isn't that cute? I mean, if that doesn't make you want to save, I don't know what will, you know. And did I actually, hang on, did I put in the 10 euros in here, or was I just talking about putting them? It's always a good question, isn't it? I think I did. I saw myself do something, right? 50 and 10, yeah. Okay, I did it. Oh, memory like a goldfish. Anyway, so that is the home savings challenge. So I'm going to grab my home binder, and I want to put in 20 today. So 20. Let's see, what can we do? So we can do, do I have any yellow marker? So we could do an 8 and a 2, and then we can do a 10, and that's 20. I love this already. I actually have no idea how much that saves you, but that's part of the fun. That's okay. So that goes into my home maintenance, and as you can see, there's a placeholder in here of 1,000, which is great. But if you know houses, especially old houses, you know you can never have enough in your emergency fund. So that's what I will do with that. Great. Now let me go to my $1,000 or euro savings challenge. So I have two challenges I want to do. One has been created by myself, and the other one is by Mary at Hands of Provision. So let me grab that one first. It's her progressive savings challenge. So if you don't know her, check out her channel. I will leave it in the description below. So this one saves you actually 2,000, but it starts with 1,000. So there's a little dashboard for your binder, and then you go really in baby steps. So you start with $50. So each icon is $1. And then when you have reached $50, you put the money into the $100 envelope, and then you can continue to save until you have 100. Each icon is $1, and then it goes on to $100, etc., etc. It goes up to each icon being $2. But that's it. I think it's very doable, and it's very fun, and it just shows you that it adds up. So that's the progressive savings challenge. So I'm going to start that. And then the other one will be on my KoFi shop. And that is a Save 1000 challenge. And you can see it's a lovely, relaxed woman in her garden or somewhere in a park reading her book. And that's exactly the feeling I will have when I save another $1,000 or euros as it is. So that's the Save 1000 challenge, and that will be free on my KoFi shop as well. I will link that also in the description box below. So those are the two challenges I want to do. So let's see. So that's for my one, and then I'm just gonna add the envelopes in here. I don't think I put in all of them today, but some of them. Let me see, does it want to go in this? So that's the Progressive Savings Challenge. And I'm gonna start with the $50 one, okay? So what I want to put in, and I want a new color for this. Maybe a, this one maybe. What I want to put in today is 15, I think. So this row saves you 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, because I don't really want to put in coins if I can avoid it. So we're making a start. And I'll just collect this one in as well. And I know it would probably be more reasonable to save just one challenge, but it's just more fun when you split them. I don't know, and I'm really curious to see how this one goes, because I think this is a great idea, because you don't dismiss anything, right? You don't think that's nothing, you just put it in and don't question it. So that's the idea behind that. And then before you know it, you will have saved up 1,000, maybe even 2,000. Who knows? So I'm really trying to trick myself with all these different savings challenges and kind of stashing it away, because I do find as soon as it's on the bank account, it goes. It goes too quickly. It's easily spent, isn't it? But when you just keep it out of sight, like on a different bank account or whatever, with a different bank, it does help for sure. But getting there is it's not always easy. So that is the first one done. Okay. So I'm on the road to saving 1,000 in here. And I will put the other envelopes in here later. Let me just put them in the back for now. Okay. No, let me put them aside. I'll put them in later. But it's a great challenge. Thank you so much, Mary, for creating this one. Really great idea. Now, let me see. I also want to do my own Save $1,000 challenge. And I would like to put in, let me see, 85. Let's go with 85. 70, 85. Okay, which means I get to color a few of them. And I do want to color them in the same lovely color as the challenge. So I have a few greens here that I can use. I'm already relaxing when I'm looking at this lady. Reading her book, not a care in the world. So first one is the 5. And the intention is that I keep this up and I create new 1000 challenges every, well, I'd love to say every month, but will I actually save this in a month? I don't know. I could do it every 2 months maybe. Let's see how it goes. So that's 5. Then I want to put in a 10 as well. There's nothing better than coloring, I think. It does bring you back to your childhood, doesn't it? Something fun. It's actually better than spending the money, I must say. Something much more satisfying about it, of course. So that's the 10, then I'm going to put in the 50. And yes, I know they are not the same colors exactly as the picture, but I did want to put in, I did want to color it in green, like the trees. I think that's what I might do for the rest of the day, just hang out and read a bit. After I do all my chores, of course. We are responsible adults, aren't we? So then we have a 20. Can color this one in. Great. There you go. We are on the road. Actually, I could do 2 colors like that. Tree, leaf, shade, double sunlight. Very nice. So that's that. So that's the $1,000 project. I should call it the Euro project, but it just doesn't sound as good, you know. The 1,000 euro project. But yeah, check out her book. I really like it. I know it's a simple idea. It's a very simple idea. Just think of them as $1,000 parcels and just keep going. But I don't know. For me, it was really motivating, trying to find money and sell things, declutter, all that good stuff. So that is that. That's great. So that's the Save 1000 challenge. Next, I have my Christmas binder. So I have a little bit of money left. 5,000 home. Let's see. I feel like I forgot to put money somewhere. Did I? We will see. If I did, let me know. Next is going to be Christmas. So Christmas is, I want to say, not quite around the corner, but you know how it goes. Time flies. So this is my Christmas binder. Actually, maybe the bow could go here. Don't know. What do you think? That sticker can also go here. Maybe a gold heart. I don't know. I'll figure it out, you know. But maybe I can decorate this a bit more. I see everybody is doing Christmas in July, which is amazing. So I will do a tiny bit as well. Not too much, but a little bit. So I think I'm going to put in 40. And I do have a few coins as well, if that is not enough. So I first will try to finish this savings challenge. This is a scratch off, and it's by Ellie on Earth. Again, another lovely YouTube channel to check out. So let's see what we have here. So that's a 4 and a 7. Always with the weird numbers, huh? 4 plus 7, 11. Do I have change in here? Not really. A little bit. Let's see. 11. So 60 should go in there, right? So let's see. We can make it work. So we have 20. So yeah, the savings challenge saves 60. So what I do is I put in 60. So this is 60, right? So I can take out the change. I don't even have to count it. Great. Yay, one done. Good stuff. Now I think I need to get some change actually, because I don't have enough small change. I would like to split that 20 into 2 tenors. Yes. Okay, and then that will be a bit easier to go on. Great. Okay, so that's the first challenge done. So I have not too much I have to buy, but I always say this every year, and then I'm buying things for friends, for family, you know, and then I'm traveling, or I'm, you know, treating people to dinner, and you know how it goes. So better to have too much than too little. This one here was a freebie. I actually don't quite remember where I got that from, but it's really cute. Christmas savings, and each Christmas bauble saves you 10. So I'll just do one bauble today. That's why I wanted to have a bit of change, because I'd like to try and do another one. Okay, so that gets 10. I'm gonna let this dry a bit. Yes, it needs to dry a tiny bit longer, but I can start another one. This one is also by Ellie on Earth. I haven't started this yet. It's a bigger one. Saves 150, huh? So, let's see. That will be probably quite big. Let's give it a go. 9, okay, 9. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I don't have to change. Let's do one more. 9 and 6 is 15, okay. And I think that's where we leave it, 15, okay. 15, okay, perfect. So that's Christmas taken care of, at least for the time being. And I have loads more challenges, but you know, I'll just keep going. And I will leave it in the envelopes and just stash it away. And that's that. Now, I have one more thing I want to do, and that is my winter savings challenge, because one of the things I want to do, not only do I want to save another 1,000 minimum in this third quarter, I also want to get ahead for winter. And that doesn't just mean Christmas, which is great. So Christmas, of course, is lovely, but it also means all those expenses we have, you know, fuel, the firewood, etc. That's all really, it's really expensive. Maybe you need some repairs, etc. Whatever it is you need for winter, it's a great idea to get ahead on that. If you're living in a cold climate, of course, maybe you don't, but I definitely have to save up a little bit for winter. So I did have a savings challenge for that, but I cannot find it right now. So I'm just going to put in the money, and then next time when you see me, I'll do a bit more. So for winter, I'm going to put in, how much do I want to put in here? Oh, by the way, these lovely dashboards are from Michelle Vu. They were freebies, believe it or not. They are gorgeous. One is for fall, and then there's the winter divider and the dashboard. So, and I have my own little winter, I can't really look at it and believe it because it's so hot right now, but it's my little winter dashboard, and I know I'll be really happy when I've done it. So what I want to put in is 30 at the minimum. Let's go with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. So that's 30. So at least I made a start. I do want to save up definitely 750 by the end of this quarter, but we'll see how it goes. More would be even better. And then the last bit I can put into an extra mortgage payment. So I have another lovely savings challenge. It is by Deborah's Money Journey. So you think you can save. And I'm going to put in just 5 today. So those cash stacks here I made worth 5. And the ones with the dollar sign I made worth 20. So let's see. That's another thing I would really love to do make an extra mortgage payment this year. But because I have so many other things I need to save for, it's not really a big priority, but there we go. So that's the mortgage extra payment. And that's the, so you think you can save challenge. That's what I'm using it for. And I'm kind of keeping it hidden from myself because I want to be surprised and not know how much is in there exactly. But nevertheless, we still make progress. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's motivating you to keep going. Doesn't matter how much you have or how little you have. The main thing is that we just keep adding up, and that's all there's to it. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're interested in the savings challenge, I will link it on KoFi. It's for free. So I hope you enjoy this and have a great summer. Take care. Bye guys.